Obi Wan Kenobi, or whatever he's calling himself these days. He's kind of changing his name like Puffy, Puff, Puff Daddy, Puff, Diddy Bop, Pop, Pop Diddy, 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 Dad, Dog. He's changing his name. Like every time he talks to somebody, what's your name? Obi-Wan. What's your name? Kenobi. What's your name? Ben. What's your name? Ben Kenobi. He's changing. He's like James Bond. He's just changing his name all the time, man. I see that and I'm saying to myself, why is he doing that? Everybody knows you're Obi Wan Kenobi, man. What do you keep changing your name for? At this point, everybody knows who you are. There are freaking videos of you on walls. There are people with your pictures, you know, everywhere looking for you. And it says Obi Wan Kenobi with your picture on it. Why are you still calling yourself Ben? It would be like if Superman didn't change that little curl on his head and take his glasses off. They'd be like, hey, it's Clark Kent. And then he'd be like, nah, I'm Superman. They'd be like, nah, you Clark Kent. I see your face. He ain't got no mask on. Why is he doing that? I don't get it. That's the big thing. While I'm watching the show and I'm entertained by this and I'm enjoying that and I'm loving this, I'm saying to myself, why does he keep saying that? There's a laser fight, people are shooting each other, and I'm like, did he just call himself Ben again? I don't know why, but that sticks out for me. I don't know, I wonder about that. I enjoy Third Sister. I'm watching this. Third Sister to me is like Urkel. Third Sister to me is like the Fonz. Third Sister to me is like that dude that's looking over the fence and you can only see his eyes. The reason I say that is because Urkel, the Fonz, the creepy dude at the fence, they were like characters that were supposed to be around like once or twice. That was it. But they were so compelling that you kept them. True Blood, Lafayette. In the books, he died in like the first chapter. But the actor that played him was so compelling that they kept him. They kept him around. He was there till the end of the show. That's what I think about when I think about Third Sister. She's a character that's written in the background of the Obi-Wan. I mean, it's called Obi Wan Kenobi. So she's written in the background of this. But her story was so compelling until this episode. She has spent her entire life as a child, much like Batman, building up to the point where she can defeat evil. She's a villainous person. She is an evil person, you know, much like Loki. But she's evil because she needs it to meet ends that she thinks are good. The best villains are people who think they're doing something good because they're motivated. It is difficult to defeat a motivated person, and she is motivated. So from the moment she was a little kid, she has lived her entire life. She spent her entire life building up to the moment where she could defeat Vader, right? She's mad at Vader. That's the whole thing. Vader can sense emotions. He's great at that. He's really good at it. But she's been around him for years and he didn't know, oh, she wants to kill me. Just that little girl that I tried to cut in half and I didn't kill her. Wow, that's crazy. She back? And he didn't just like slaughter her? I'm like, what's up with that? The Grand Inquisitor, who hates her, didn't know. Or at least they were keeping her around for some reason. I mean, they said, at the end, they say that they knew. But I don't know that they knew. They said that her anger was useful. I don't think so. Somebody was hanging around me and I knew they were furious at me and they were just waiting for the opportunity to you know, finger across the throat. I wouldn't hang out with them. Tonight might be the night. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe they know where my house is at and they're gonna show up and be sitting in the living room at 3 o'clock in the morning when I come downstairs for some juice. They're sitting there with an AR-15, weapon of choice. I don't know. Why would you? But to keep her. And then they tell her anger is useful. Not really. And this is where it starts to get bad, because now they tried to kill her. I mean, Darth, by God, Vader tried to kill her. And I mean, it's an interesting sword fight. I mean, it was real good, cool to look at and everything, but Darth Vader tried to kill you, and you survived. I don't know about nobody else he tried to kill and survived. He's killed a lot of people. He force choked them, took that lightsaber out, vroom. So they stab her with a lightsaber. Pow! Right through the gut. But she ain't dead. I'm thinking, you Darth Vader, you gotta know. You could feel people, he's on Alderaan. He could feel people's presence across the galaxy. Your anger betrays you. He could tell people's emotions, all that stuff. And he couldn't tell, years ago that this girl he stabbed wasn't dead. He couldn't tell just now that he stabbed this chick she wasn't dead. He couldn't tell that she was standing right beside him, mad at him. I mean, I don't have the Force, but if somebody is like seething, mad, standing right next to me, I kind of know. You could feel it. You could look in their face. And when they're giving you crazy evil eyes, you're like, yeah, something's wrong with that dude. You could feel it. But he's got the Force and he don't know. There are holes in this show. But, I mean, I still enjoy it. I still enjoy it. It's a good show as far as storytelling goes. Even though it seems like I'm punching holes through it. There's good story as far as storytelling goes. I was invested in Third Sister until they revealed that she was like basically an undercover good guy. She's actually a good person. She's gonna die. She's gonna die. Grand Inquisitor is gonna die. Fifth Brother is gonna die. All of the Inquisitors are gonna die because in the Star Wars that we've seen with Darth Vader, there were no Inquisitors. There wasn't a Grand Inquisitor. All of them are gone. So either they all became good guys and went on to another planet and started a farm like Thanos, or lived happily ever after, or at some point Darth Vader gets tired of them and he cuts them all down. Which I'm having a hard time believing because he couldn't cut her down. He couldn't kill her, really. So, I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. They make another grand escape. Obi Wan is leaving with Leia, which is cool, but he feels that there's a problem with the boy, which is Luke. Can't be a real problem because Luke, they don't find him until he's like 19 or something like that. So, he's like 10 now. So, he was doing it. If you think about it, he was doing a terrible job if they find him at 19, but all through that time, they've been having problems with him and Leia. He did a terrible job hiding these kids. They did a better job on Double Impact with Van Damme when they took the twins and sent them in different places and they didn't see each other until they was like, 26, 30, whatever, however old they were. They were adults and both of them could take care of themselves. I don't know. I like the show. I do like it. I just think it could have been better. And that's me sitting here telling you how good a multi-billion-dollar show could be if they'd have just listened to me. Still, Marvel, if you're listening. I like it. I like the show. I like it a lot. I like it so much that I would give Obi Wan 7 bags of popcorn. 7 bags of popcorn. If he would have actually killed that chick this episode, I would, even though I liked the girl, I would have said 8 bags of popcorn. Because he was, he'd have been Darth Vader in it up. But Disney's got a hold of this show now. So they're not killing people like they were originally under Landis. So they, you know, Boba Fett wasn't all out just shooting, killing, murdering people, which is exactly what you expect. Now Darth Vader isn't shooting, killing, murdering people. I don't even know if he needs to kill more people. I mean, he's Darth Vader. He's probably the most iconic villain in all of movie lore. And he ain't killing nobody, so, I don't know. So, but I'm thinking 7. 7 good bags of popcorn. But again, that's what I think. More importantly, what do you think? You guys see the video? Let's talk about it in the comments. And as always, if you like the video, if you like the content, subscribe. Then like.
Popcorn passport. Get your popcorn passport.